Chapter 1 Business Studies, Class 11th, Revision through the Mind Map. Human activities. Human activities are the activities done by human beings. Human activities can be divided into two parts, economic activity and non economic activity. Economic activities are the activities which are done for the purpose of earning money, motive is earning money, and non economic activities are the activities which are done out of love, affection, sympathy, religious, all these activities in which monetary purpose is not there. Then economic activities can further be divided into business, profession, and employment. Right? Now the features of business we have discussed that it is an economic activity, we are doing it for monetary benefit. Production or procurement of goods and services, we need to produce the things which we want to sell, or we need to procure those things. Procurement, like in the case of when we are assembling the resources in the case of computer business. Then sale or exchange of goods and services must be there. We are selling the goods which we have produced or we are exchanging them. Then regularity in dealings. Business is not the activities which are done only for one time, they cannot be considered as business activity. Business, we are doing the activities, we are purchasing and selling the goods and services on a regular basis. Then profit motive, we are not doing it for charity, profit motive must be there, and then element of risk must be present in the business. These are the characteristics of business. Now coming to the objectives of business. Objectives are economic objectives and social objectives. Economic objectives are profit earning, market standing, innovation, productivity, optimum utilization of resources. And the social objectives are supply of desired quality of goods and services, social and fair trade practices, providing employment opportunities, employee welfare and development, social welfare. All these are social objectives. Now coming to role of profit in business. Earning profit is the main reason for the existence of the business. So role of profit in business is it is a source of income, growth and expansion, a reward for bearing risk, creates credit worthiness, yardstick for business performance, that is we want to it is a report card of the business. Now business risk, we can divide business risk into speculative risk and pure risk. Here in this book, they have explained about insurable risk and uninsurable risk, risk which can be insured, and uninsurable risk which cannot be insured. Now, nature of business risk arises due to uncertainties, unexpected events. That future is uncertain. Risk is an essential part of business. Risk depends on the nature and size of business. If the business deals in fashionable items, then risk will be more. Large scale businesses have more risk. Profit is reward for risk bearing. Now, causes of business risk. Causes of business risk can be natural, human, economic, and other causes are there, like technological, political, and all that. Now, what else we studied in this chapter, that business activities can further be classified into industry and commerce. Industry, we have discussed in three types of industry: primary industry, secondary industry, and tertiary industry. Right? Primary industry can further be divided into extractive industry and genetic industry. And secondary industry can further be divided into manufacturing and construction industry. And tertiary industry is our services sector. Okay, service industry. Then commerce can further be divided into trade and auxiliaries to trade. Trade can be further divided into internal trade and external trade. Internal trade, when the trade is done within the geographical limits of a country, then it is internal trade. Internal trade can further be divided into wholesale trade and retail trade. And then external trade, when the trade is carried outside the geographical limits of a country, that is known as external trade. External trade can further be divided into import, export, and entry port. Entry port is re-export, that I am importing something from America for the purpose of reselling it to Japan, for exporting it to Japan, that is entry port. And auxiliaries to trade are banking, all the services, banking, insurance, warehousing, transportation, etc. All these are auxiliaries to trade. This was the entire chapter, and we studied about history of commerce in India. Now coming to the case studies. Like, case studies are very important. Hmm, just a second, give me 1 minute. Yes, case studies. Whenever till 10th you used to study the subjects, in every student's mind it comes for a while that why we are studying this subject. What is the use? So in business studies also, when we are just learning the theory, we are thinking about what use will it be to us when it will be when we will be in practical, like what is the application in practical life. Earlier this subject was like social studies only, that we are just learning the theory, question is given to us and we are learning the points. But now, to enhance the applicability of the subject, what we have done, what CBSE has done is they have introduced case studies from many years. Case studies make you understand the practical application of the subject, the theory which you are studying. Okay. So a concept clarity is very important in business studies. You cannot just cram the subject, you cannot just cram the concepts. Rote learning won't help you, because case study tests your concept clarity. Now coming to case study 1. Arman is very fond of playing indoor games. He requested his father to buy him some indoor games. His father sold his old laptop on OLX.com and bought him a new PlayStation from ChromaElectronics.com. Can the transaction, I'm just hiding the answer so that you are giving me the answer. Can the transaction by Arman's father to sell the old laptop be termed as a business transaction? Name the related feature of business to support your answer. Yes, please answer me.
No.
Answer will
No.
be no. Okay. Yes, why? Why the answer is no?
Because
Because it's
because
not
the
doing
it should be
in
taking place
regular
on a
basis.
regular basis. Yes.
Because
Too
it's not
many
doing on a regular
It is not
basis.
a problem.
on a regular basis. Very good. So the answer will be, please go on mute now. Your answer is correct. Very good. So the students were very excited to give the answer. So two students were speaking at the same time, and no one told their name. So I don't know who gave the answer. But it is enough for me that you have understood the concept. Now, what is given in the question is that Arman is a child and he is very fond of playing indoor games. So he has requested his father to buy him indoor games. So his father has sold the old laptop and he purchases him and he has purchased him a new PlayStation. So when the father has sold the old laptop, can we call it a business activity? Answer will be no. Why the answer will be no? Because of the feature of business, regularity of dealings. Because Arman's father is not selling the laptops on a daily basis, he has done this activity only a single time, so we cannot call it a business activity, right? So the answer is no, the business transaction by Arman's father cannot be termed as business transaction. The related feature of business is dealing in goods and services on regular basis. Since this is a 1 mark question, only this much is required. You can write only this much. Now going to case study, next case study. I'm going to this one. It is not that I will be doing all the case studies. Selectively, we will be doing. Yes, this case study number 8. Monica Khanna is a jewelry designer. She started her career from the scratch and took advanced designing course at Jewelry Product Development Center. On the completion of the course, she got a job at Gitanjali Gems. Being an experienced jewelry designer, Monica Khanna focuses on maintaining the originality and creativity of the ornaments that are custom designed. Custom design means that someone has the customer has told you that I want to get my jewelry designed like this. Customize करवा लिया उसको and developed by her. On the basis of the given information about Monica Khanna, answer the following questions. Identify the type of economic activity that Monica Khanna is engaged in. Which type of economic activity she is engaged in? Types of economic activities.
Pro-
Yeah,
profession.
profession you are saying. Okay, any other answer? But here it is written on the completion of the course, she got a job at Gitanjali Gem. Any other answer? Employment. One student is saying employment and the other student is saying profession. Okay. Satvik has typed employment. So let us see the answer. The answer is the occupation of Monica Khanna is employment. Why they have written employment here is though she has done a professional course, she has got a specialized skill, but as a profession now she has joined a job, so we will say that the type of economic activity which Monica Khanna is engaged in is employment, right? Types of economic activities are three: business, profession, and employment. But be careful on the language of the case study, what the language is saying. So, according to the language of the question, the most appropriate answer will be employment. Now, B part is state any three features of the type of economic activity as identified in part A. We have identified in part A employment, and now they are asking us features of employment. So, features of employment, what we will be writing is that it is a contract, rules and regulations are there, we get a salary or wages and reward in employment, and we need to have that much of knowledge which is required for that particular job. So the answer is the features of employment are the employee is required to perform work as per service contract or rules of service. जैसा उसमें रूल्स हैं एम्प्लॉयर और एम्प्लॉय के बीच में जो एग्रीमेंट हुआ है उस एग्रीमेंट के अकॉर्डिंग वो काम करेंगे. Second point is the employee is required to possess qualification and training as prescribed by the employer. मोनिका खन्ना को ज्वेलरी डिज़ाइन करने के लिए जितना नॉलेज चाहिए थी वो नॉलेज उसके पास थी, इसलिए उसको वो जॉब मिल गई. The employee gets salary or wages as a reward. Monica Khanna will be getting salary in return for the services she is rendering. Now coming to the next, this is Catherine wants to start a retail business of fashion items, but changes in taste and preferences of customers may result in loss in such type of business. Fashion items का उसका business है, retail business, but there are many changes taking place in the fashion industry, and in the same way, the taste and preferences of the customers change. She is hesitating as she is aware of risks which are inherent in every business. Someone is on unmute. Please mute yourself. She approaches her friend Christina, who is the owner of a retail shop. Christina advises her to go ahead with her idea as she will get profit as return for undertaking risk. She also told her that some risk in business can be insured by taking insurance policy. On the basis of the given information, On the basis of the given information about Catherine, it's answer the following questions. Okay. What is business risk? Business risk, we can write down the answer. We have learned the answer. Business risk refers to the possibility of inadequate profits or even losses due to uncertainties or unexpected events. जितना हमने सोचा था उतना प्रॉफिट नहीं हुआ या हमें लॉसेस हो रहे हैं ड्यू टू अनसर्टेनिटीज और अनएक्सपेक्टेड इवेंट्स, राइट. Second is identify the main features of business risk discussed in the above case. Also quote the lines from the identified feature. Feature of business risk. So what features of business risk he is asking? Identify the main features of business risk discussed in the above case. जो हमने अभी केस स्टडी पढ़ी उसमें कौन कौन सा फीचर आ रहा है मेन, ठीक है. उसमें एक फीचर आ रहा है रिस्क इज एन एसेंशियल पार्ट ऑफ एवरी बिजनेस. और वो कौन सी लाइन से हमें पता चल रहा है, ये हमने इस तरह से एक बॉक्स बनाया. यहाँ पे आइडेंटिफिकेशन लिखा फीचर्स ऑफ बिजनेस, यहाँ पर लाइन कोटेड कि हमें केस स्टडी की कौन सी लाइन से ये पता चल रहा है. शी इज अवेयर ऑफ रिस्क विच आर इनहेरेंट इन एवरी बिजनेस, राइट. Then the second feature is profit is the reward for risk taking. She will get profit as return for undertaking risk. These lines are written in the case study only. Here it is written, she is hesitating as she is aware of risks which are inherent in every business. So Catherine already knows that risks are present in every business. So risk is an essential part of every business. And the second line is, she will get profit for undertaking the risk. Christina advises her to go ahead with her idea as she will get profit as return for undertaking risk. Right? So features are clear to you. Now the third question is change in taste and preferences of customers pure risk or speculative risk? Why? Change in taste and preferences of customers is speculative risk as it involves both the possibility of gain as well as possibility of loss. स्पेकुलेटिव रिस्क क्या था, वो हमारे फेवर में भी हो सकता है, हमारे लिए नॉन फेवरेबल भी हो सकता है, वो अनफेवरेबल भी हो सकता है, ठीक है. अगर वो फैशन जो है वो हमारे बिजनेस के फेवर में आ रहा है तो हमें गेन हो जाएगा, और अगर वो फैशन हमारे बिजनेस के लिए अनफेवरेबल है तो हमें लॉस हो जाएगा. और प्योर रिस्क क्या था, प्योर रिस्क था कि अगर इवेंट होता है तो आपको लॉस हो जाएगा, अगर इवेंट नहीं होता है तो आप न्यूट्रल हैं, आपको कुछ नहीं होगा. जैसे फैक्ट्री में अगर फायर लग जाती है, अगर फायर लग जाती है फैक्ट्री में, उस केस में आपको लॉस हो जाएगा, और अगर फायर नहीं लगती है तो आपको गेन कुछ नहीं होगा, बस ये होगा कि आपको लॉस नहीं हो रहा है. So change in taste and preferences of customers is speculative risk as it involves both the possibility of gain as well as the possibility of loss. If the change in the taste and preferences of the customer is favorable for the business of Catherine, then it will result in profit for Catherine. But if the taste and change in the taste of the customer is non-favorable, is unfavorable for Catherine's business, then it will result in loss. So we will call it as a speculative risk. Clear to you? Any problem in this case study? No? This you will be doing in homework. This case study and the one we did earlier. Now this case study number 10. 8 minutes are still there with us. We can do this case study. Sun Star Steel Limited, a leading manufacturer of iron and steel, decided to set up a new factory in remote area in Rajasthan so that unemployed youth from the rural areas could get some same opportunities as those available in the urban areas. Iron and steel manufacturer, उसने डिसाइड करा कि एक विलेज में, रिमोट एरिया में, राजस्थान में, we will be setting up our new factory so that villagers are also getting the same opportunities as the people in urban areas. This initiative has raised the standard of living of people in rural areas. All children in these families are getting good education, and these families are also actively contributing to nation building process through their dedicated work. फैक्ट्री सेटअप करने से क्या हुआ, वहाँ के लोगों का स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग रेज हो गया, वहाँ के चिल्ड्रन को अच्छी एजुकेशन मिल रही है, दे आर कंट्रीब्यूटिंग इन द नेशनल ग्रोथ. On the basis of the given information about Sun Star Steel Limited, answer the following question. Identify and explain the objective of business being followed by the company. Objectives of business, two are given to us: economic objectives and social objectives. Yes, you want to give the answer? B part is explain one other objective which the company should follow apart from objective identified in part A. So the answer will be the objective of business which is being followed by the company is social objective. Social objectives refers to consistently creating economic value for various sections of the society, taking care of the society. Business is an integral part of the society. It makes use of resources from the society. It is using men from society. It is using material from society. Everything, the four M's we are getting from the society: men, material, machine. So it earns profit by selling its products or services to the members of the society. So it becomes obligatory on the part of the businessman to do something for the society in return. Right? The important social objectives of business are production of desired, production and supply of good quality products and services using fair trade practices, generation of employment, employee welfare, community service, helping government at time of natural calamity like nowadays. Tata and all other companies have contributed a lot of funds for this pandemic. Now, other objective, which the second question is, explain one other objective which the company should follow apart from objective identified in part A. So the other objective available to us is economic objective. We have studied two objectives in this chapter. So what we will be writing is other objective which business should follow is economic objectives. The main economic objectives are as follows. You will be explaining these objectives which are given to you: profit earning, survival, growth, market standing, productivity, or you can explain all these objectives.